The moment fans have waited for is finally here: Emmett and Kiesha's wedding. A day full of love, hope, and surprises that will touch your heart deeply. This episode brings together years of their story, their struggles, and their dreams, all wrapped into one unforgettable celebration. Let's dive into the wedding highlights and discover how their love story unfolds in the Season 7 Episode 11. Emmett and Kiesha's journey hasn't been easy. From the very start, their relationship faced many challenges, doubts, past mistakes, and outside pressures tried to pull them apart, but through it all, their connection only grew stronger. Kiesha's fierce spirit and Emmett's quiet determination created a bond that survived storms no one expected. Their wedding is not just a ceremony. It's the proof of their fight for a better future together. The wedding takes place in a beautiful outdoor setting, with soft sunlight filtering through tall trees and the sound of gentle music in the air. Friends and family gather, dressed in their best, smiles on their faces, waiting for the couple to arrive. The decorations are simple but elegant: white flowers lining the aisle, delicate ribbons, and lanterns glowing softly as evening approaches. There's a feeling of warmth and hope, but also a hint of nervous tension. Emmett stands quietly at the altar, his hands trembling slightly, while Kiesha prepares herself backstage, taking deep breaths to calm her racing heart. Everyone knows this moment means more than just vows. It's the start of a new chapter in their lives. As the ceremony begins, Kiesha walks down the aisle, her eyes locked on Emmett. The room falls silent except for the soft music playing. When they finally face each other, the air feels charged with emotion. Emmett's voice is steady but full of feeling as he speaks his vows, promising to protect and cherish Kiesha no matter what comes their way. Kiesha's response is filled with passion and honesty, reminding Emmett of all the times they struggled but never gave up. Tears glisten in the eyes of many watching. This is love that has been tested and proven strong. Just as they exchange rings and prepare to seal their promise with a kiss, a sudden surprise shakes the crowd, adding tension and excitement to the moment. The reception that follows is a mix of joy and heartfelt connection. Music fills the air, and guests dance with smiles and laughter. Emmett and Kiesha share quiet moments together, away from the crowd, reflecting on their journey and the future they hope to build. Friends raise glasses, giving speeches that honor their courage and growth. Yet, even amidst celebration, whispers of conflict and unresolved issues linger, hinting at more drama to come. This wedding is not just an end, but the beginning of new stories in the Kai's rich tapestry. This episode reminds us why Emmett and Kiesha's love matters so much. It shows the power of forgiveness, trust, and hope even when the world feels against you. As the episode closes, viewers are left eager for what lies ahead. How will their relationship survive the coming storms? What challenges will test their vows next? Stay tuned for more emotional moments and surprises in the Season 7 *. Emmett and Kiesha's story is one of struggle and strength, a love that grew from hardship and deep wounds. Before this wedding day, their relationship faced many tests that shaped who they are now. Emmett, often quiet and thoughtful, carried the weight of his past mistakes, moments where he doubted himself and feared losing Kiesha. Kiesha, bold and fiercely independent, wrestled with trust and the scars left by those who hurt her before. Together, they fought to build something real. Even when everything around them seemed to pull them apart, their journey was marked by moments of hope and heartbreak. Kiesha's refusal to settle for less and Emmett's determination to be better created a push and pull dynamic that made their bond raw and real. Fans saw them overcome jealousy, miscommunication, and external pressures from family and the streets. Each argument, each tear only made their connection deeper. This wedding is not just about love, it's a victory over the past, a symbol that two broken souls can heal together. As the episode unfolds, flashbacks remind us of the key moments that brought them here. Kiesha standing strong despite betrayal, Emmett risking everything to prove his loyalty, and the small acts of kindness that showed their true feelings beneath the anger and pain. These memories build a richer picture, showing the audience why their wedding is more than a celebration. It's a promise of change, growth, and a future they fought hard to claim. Understanding this background makes the wedding moments even more powerful. It's not just two people saying "I do," but two survivors choosing each other above all else. Their past makes the present feel fragile and precious. The viewers can feel the weight of this day, knowing it carries the hopes of their entire story so far. This foundation sets the stage for the emotional highs and surprises that follow during the wedding ceremony and reception. The wedding day itself was a beautiful mix of hope and tension, set against a backdrop that felt both intimate and full of meaning. The venue, a quiet garden nestled in the heart of the city, was transformed with soft lights and gentle decorations, creating a space where love could truly take center stage. Guests arrived with a mix of excitement and quiet anticipation, each carrying their own memories of Emmett and Kiesha's journey. Among the crowd were old friends, family members, and even those who once doubted this union. Everyone knew this day was about more than just a ceremony. It was about witnessing a love that had survived storms. Emmett stood at the altar, his usual calm hiding a nervous energy. His eyes scanned the gathering, landing briefly on familiar faces who had stood by him and those who had challenged him. Kiesha prepared herself behind the scenes, a mix of emotions flooding her mind. She took a deep breath, recalling the battles they fought, both inside and out, to get here. Her heart pounded not just from nerves, but from the sheer weight of the moment. Today, all the pain, the fears, and the doubts would either be left behind or confronted head-on. As Kiesha began her walk down the aisle, time seemed to slow. The soft rustle of her dress and the steady beat of her steps echoed in the silent crowd. Emmett's gaze fixed on her, a rare smile breaking through his usual guarded expression. The ceremony itself was a delicate balance of tradition and raw emotion. Vows were spoken not as rehearsed lines, but as honest promises born from real struggle. The exchange of rings symbolized not just a contract, but a deep commitment to fight for each other no matter what. However, the day wasn't without its surprises. A sudden interruption from an unexpected guest brought tension that reminded everyone that even love's strongest moments face challenges. Throughout the ceremony, the emotions of the room were palpable. Some guests fought back tears, others held hands tightly, and a few exchanged knowing looks that spoke volumes about the couple's past. This was more than a wedding. It was a collective breath held in hope and a silent prayer for a future where Emmett and Kiesha's love could thrive free from the shadows of yesterday. The celebration after the ceremony was alive with energy and emotion, a true reflection of Emmett and Kiesha's journey. The reception space was filled with music that lifted spirits, laughter that echoed through the night, and heartfelt speeches that reminded everyone why this day meant so much. Friends and family gathered around the couple, sharing stories of the past and hopes for the future. Each toast was a mix of joy and acknowledgement of the battles these two had faced to reach this moment. Amidst the dancing and celebration, Emmett and Kiesha found quiet moments just for themselves. Away from the crowd's eyes, they shared smiles and whispered promises that went beyond the vows. These small, tender interactions showed how deeply their bond had grown. Two people who understood each other's pain and dreams without needing many words. Their connection was the heart of the night, shining brighter than any decoration or spotlight. But the reception wasn't without its tensions. Whispers of old conflicts surfaced, and a few guests exchanged uneasy glances. Some unresolved issues from their past bubbled beneath the surface, threatening to disrupt the perfect night. A sudden confrontation between two guests brought a sharp reminder that the road ahead wouldn't be easy. Yet Emmett and Kiesha stood firm, their united front proving that their love was stronger than the obstacles still waiting in the wings. This episode closes on a powerful note: celebration mixed with uncertainty, love mixed with challenges. It leaves viewers eager to see how Emmett and Kiesha will navigate the next chapters of their story. Their wedding is not just an ending, but the beginning of a new, unpredictable journey filled with hope, strength, and the promise of togetherness. Emmett and Kiesha's wedding is more than a beautiful event. It's a powerful turning point in their story and in the Kai's world. This moment shows how love can grow through pain, how two people can choose hope over hurt, and how promises made in front of family and friends carry the weight of real life. Their journey reminds us that no matter the struggles, healing and happiness are possible when people fight for each other with honesty and heart. The episode closes, leaving viewers with a mix of emotions, joy from the wedding's success, but also tension from the challenges still ahead. It hints at new conflicts, old wounds that haven't fully healed, and choices that will test Emmett and Kiesha's bond like never before. This balance keeps the story rich and compelling, making us want to follow their lives closely as the season moves forward. For fans of the Chi, this wedding is a milestone that honors the characters' growth while opening the door for fresh drama and surprises. It reminds us that love isn't just about the happy moments, but about standing together through the hardest times. As we look ahead, the question remains, can Emmett and Kiesha hold on to this love in a world that never stops testing them? If you've enjoyed these highlights and want to see more updates from the Chi, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your thoughts on Emmett and Kiesha's wedding and what you think will happen next. Their story is far from over, and neither is ours.